Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Gadget Philosophy coming at you. Today we're going to review two different torches. We're going to put them head to head. The first torch is the Olight H2R Nova. This is the 2300 lumen monster. And now for the challenger, the Olight Perun. This is a 2000 lumen monster. So first, the topic of ergonomics. Start with H2R Nova. Here it is in all its glory. As you can see, it's a very, very small, compact little light, just about the right size to fit into your hand. I find that it doesn't quite get the 4 fingers, but at least 3, so that's quite comfortable. Thumb switch on the top. Very, very easy, typical UI from Olight. Very, very happy with the ergonomics. Nothing to complain about here. So, second is the Perun. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it properly, but I suppose the biggest fundamental difference between the two torches is this one has a much more aggressive knurling. I don't mind it. I think possibly with gloves that'll be a little bit better to grip. For just a plain hand, I think I like the H2R Nova better. Both the torches come with a magnetic charger that hooks onto the back. Now the original H2R, which came out first, has got the old school one, which is called the MCC1A. Otherwise pictured here. Now the 1A basically means it charges at 1 amp. The Perun, on the other hand, has the newer charger, the one that's in the red. It charges at 2 amps. The Olight batteries are interchangeable. So this is the one from the H2R Nova, 3000 milliamp, and this is the one from the Perun, 3500 milliamp. Both of them have got a very similar head. They both charge in the same way. What Olight has managed to do is bring up the negative terminal to the top of the battery, where typically only a positive terminal would exist. The way they've done that is using that little black rubber ring, which isolates the two polarities. So the button in the middle is the positive, and this little section here is the negative. This is why typical batteries with just a single terminal, i.e. positive and negative, do not work in their proprietary charging system. I tried to insert this battery over here, which is a Panasonic. You can see the code there if you like to pause. What I found is that on the H2R, it doesn't seem to like to be on turbo. That's on high. Go to turbo, bang, it just turns off. This time, it's the through night. Turns on. I go to double click it to get it to high, to turbo. It's not really cooperating. At best, I would say that's on high, not turbo. Doesn't like it. It steps down. In. Again, I'm not going to point it at the camera. There's high. There's turbo. It seems to be okay. So, as far as being compatible with other batteries, the Perun seems to be the winner for that little contest. Very interesting. The Perun has this little sensor that you can see here, that little black section that's on the TIR optic. Once you get to about this close, in other words, close like you put it in your pocket, you put it in your bag, something like that, this will go down from 2000 lumens to the moonlight mode, which is a very, very good safety feature. Demonstration of the sensor. Getting closer, closer. Bang, there it goes, dulls down to low. Not to moonlight mode, but to low. As soon as I pull my hand away, bang, there it goes again. Watching, down. On, off. So it looks like it needs to be about 30 or 40 mil away from the sensor. H2R Nova backyard test. Sitting in the same spot that I always do. This is what you get to see with a H2R. And let me tell you, you get to see a lot. This thing is an absolute savage at 2300 lumens. And here is the chair test for perspective. Sitting about 3 to 4 meters away from that chair. Yeah, it performs absolutely stellar. Here we have the Perun on turbo. Also an absolute savage. It gives a phenomenal amount of light. What I am noticing, however, is it doesn't seem to go out quite as far. Now, if you wait, the photos will demonstrate this a little bit more. But you know what? This is a head torch. It's not designed to be a thrower. And for perspective, there's the old chair. You can't make out a hotspot at all. Just one big flood. But does a great job. Absolutely fantastic. This is the Perun. This is what I call the garage test. So this is what we're seeing on turbo from the Perun. Let me tell you, it leaves nothing to the imagination. This is absolutely fantastic. And here we have the H2R Nova and a little Millie in the background. That's our cat. That's our second cat. She's a little devil. This one here is just as good, if not better, in terms of how far it throws. But you know what? There is literally nothing in them. I would not be complaining. It's not like one of them is bright and the other one is dull. So very, very impressive. H2R Nova. Just peering in front of the house. That is a wall of light. I'm so impressed by this torch. H2R Nova, 2300 lumens. Absolute savage. The Perun, also very, very bright. Absolutely leaves you nothing to feel upset about. I mean, what more could you want? Look at the light spill. It's just everywhere. When looking at these photos, you will notice that the Perun has a shorter range, and then the H2R throws a lot further. Generally, that's the way these two lights fare, but let me tell you, they are both absolutely fantastic. So this has been a very difficult review for me. I actually really like both lights, and I suppose the biggest reason is because they're so similar. What I will say is I do like the throwing pattern that this baby, the H2R Nova, has. It does throw out a little bit further, so probably 3 meters onwards, this is your go. But if you're indoors, in a tent, in a caravan, under a car, then the light on this is probably a little bit more usable, just because it's a little bit more diffused. However, there's another feature that I love about the H2R, and that's the moonlight mode. Being able to not disturb someone at night is where I use my torches the most. You're talking about someone who goes to the toilet 3 times a night. Did you need to know that information? Absolutely not. I get it. But here we are, real life reviews, yeah? This is what it's all about. Look, you're not going to be unhappy with either of them. I wish I could give you more of a definitive answer, but the general consensus is, what might make an even better torch, put this sensor on this torch to make it safe, take this battery, throw it in here, and I would say that that's the perfect combination. Now, I'm going to say one other thing. There is a torch, a head torch, that I like better than both of these. It will be coming up in a review soon, but more information on that later. On our next video, we are going to be reviewing the Olight S1R Baton 2. Basically, these are a little EDC light from Olight. The red one is for me and the brown one is for my wife. Obviously, I'm joking. They're both for me. So people, we've come to the end of the video. I'd like to thank you for sticking around. So there's some outtakes to follow, but just remember guys, what I need from you is thumbs up, subs up, comment down below, and see you on the next video. I know what you're thinking. You fat cabana, go and get your prostate checked. I think I will. Okay, thanks. Have I ever mentioned to you guys how much I hate the way Olight names their torches? Point in case. Olight S1R Baton 2. Really? Couldn't you have just called it S1R Kick-Ass or something like that? I mean, seriously, Olight. These names are just way too technical for me to pronounce. Enough already. I'm not sure if I've introduced you to the video editor. This is Cookie. She's the one that does all the magic on the screen. Look at this. Look at this for a cat. What a chubster. Look at her. She'll sit here like this all day. Honestly, you've never seen a cat like this. Look. Look what I can do to her. Look at that face. Look how happy she is. Okay, bye.